What's up, good people? So, I'm a little late again this week. I don't know, like the last 2 weeks at work have been a little bit insane. Just a little lot of it. To the point where I found out 2 people are going to be off tomorrow and I almost cried. Because we have to do their work. Anyway, how y'all doing? We are good. You just saw me pull out of the daycare, and I mean, the Brixton babe is already knocked out. So that's how he's doing. He's got a stuffy nose. He's been sick this week, and so he's been waking me up because he can't breathe halfway through the night. So he needs to be held up to let it drain. So that's how I'm doing. But anyway, I wanted to talk today about, I guess, something that is always on my heart. And if you didn't see, I did a post yesterday about, getting past your excuses, in a good way, when you're ready. There's no way to get past your excuse, your stuff, if it's not the time for it. But I want to talk today about motivation, because I feel like that's we throw that around. Motivational Monday. And, it's so motivational. It's so inspirational. It's so this and it's so that. And you know what? Here's the thing. Looking for motivation, I think, is a trap. And the reason I say it's a trap is because you're looking outward for motivation, but motivation is actually completely inward. As always, my opinions and my interpretation of the definition of words, which I do have for you today. But yeah, you can't find motivation outside of yourself. And what got me thinking about it most recently was actually, we were talking to Jeremiah. We struggled last year, and I know a lot of people struggled in the 2020-2021 school year, and actually in the end of the 2019-2020 school year, but just struggled with virtual learning, or in general, or whatever the learning situation was, even if it was in person and there were new rules and things like that. But it was a struggle for kids in general. But we've been having, it was kind of, I would say it was amplified with the situation, but it wasn't new stuff. Like, the conversations weren't really new stuff. Wasn't really new in the things we were talking to Jeremiah about. And he, believe it or not, is going to be in high school in 5 weeks. I'll let that sink in for a second, because you're probably like me, what? Yeah, he's going to be in high school. And we were trying to explain to him that, we don't know what motivates him. We've tried to, talk to him and help him out and talk about things that would help us if we were in a similar situation and all those kind of things. But we don't know what motivates him, and that he's going to have to dig deep and figure that out going into high school, because it's a different ball game. And that just got me to thinking, because I was like, well, you know what? Here's the thing. We know we can't motivate him because we're not him. But just thinking about how many times you hear that thrown around. And so just want to talk about the differences, what motivation really is, and why I can't motivate you. So don't put that on me. I can't motivate you. So motivation, by definition, is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. The general desire or willingness of someone to do something. It is your why, if you want to call it that. If you're working toward a particular goal, your motivation could be your why. But it is what makes you want to do something. And I don't know how I could be your motivation. So it's inward. It is a completely inward thing. And everybody is motivated by different things. I know I default to exercise all the time, but that's kind of like my business, so it's easy to default to. But even there, so what am I motivated by in staying fit or getting healthier and staying healthier, eating well, and what am I motivated by? And I'm not motivated by seeing other people do it. I'm not motivated by any of the outward things. I'm motivated by wanting to feel better. I feel good when I am living a healthy lifestyle. I feel good when I'm exercising. I feel good when I notice a new muscle popping through, another new little curve pop through. A good curve, the firm kind, not the squishy ones that pop through in the other direction. I like having energy, even though I've slept maybe 20 hours since Thursday. Those things that motivates me, and then also wanting to be a good example for my children, wanting to lead by example, that motivates me. So it's a good mix of vanity and, health, desire for health. I think vanity is a perfectly fine motivator. You can disagree with me, it's fine, but it works for me. I feel like you gotta have a little, just always just a little bit in there. If you tell me you don't like it when you start to notice a little muscle popping or your clothes fitting a little better, I don't think I'm gonna believe you, but whatever. So that's motivation. Now, I can't motivate you, but what I can do, like, I can look at people work out, I can hear people talk about it, I can, but that doesn't motivate me, but it does inspire me. Okay? So I think of inspiration as outside influence. So by definition, inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something. It's a feeling of enthusiasm you get from someone or something that makes you or other people want to do or achieve something. So it's something that you saw or heard or read that makes you want to do something. Motivation is the willingness to do something. The desire and the willingness to do it. So, yes, you could find inspiration outwardly, but when you apply that inspiration to what it makes you, the inwardly what it makes you want to do, that is when you are motivated. But I want to say something about motivation. People think that motivation is the secret sauce. I hear so many times, I need to do, like, people reply to my stories or my posts or send me messages and they'll say, oh, I really need to do that. I just need to get motivated. No, you don't. Because the fact that you're looking at it and you're wanting to do it and you're like, this is something I need to add to my life, you're already motivated. You were inspired. You saw me doing it. You're seeing me get results. You're inspired. You want it for yourself. You're motivated. So what is keeping you from getting the results you want? Because I just explained how you are inspired. You've been inspired. You are motivated. Discipline and determination. Those are the secret sauce. Consistency in your discipline and your determination are the secret sauce. And I'll try to remember to go back later and link it. I wrote a blog post probably 2 years ago about motivation, discipline, and habit, and the connection between the three. Because it is a habit for me to eat healthy. It is a habit for me to get up at 4:30 in the morning and exercise. Now, didn't start that way. Definitely didn't start that way. This kid is almost 9 months. He'll be 9 months on Monday. So it took me a while to get back to this place. So we got motivation, we got inspiration. I'm telling you, you need determination and discipline, right? So what is determination? It is a firmness of purpose and resoluteness. That is when you say, this is what I want. I'm getting it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do it. I want it. It's mine. I just got to figure out how to get it. So that is the secret sauce. And then just you sprinkle, you got the secret sauce, and then you got a little extra seasoning of that discipline. Because it's just going to have to be, you are going to have to be determined. Discipline comes through determination. You are going to have to be determined that you are going to do it. You're going to do it when you don't feel like it. You're going to do it when you don't want to. You're going to do it when it hurts. And by when I say when it hurts, when you're sleepy, when you're a little sore, when you feel like you can't go out with your friends because you're working towards a business goal. It's not just exercise. It's not just, it's, eating right. It's building a business. It's I don't know. I just think of the things that are in my life. But like anything, think about anything that it is that you want and that you're trying to grow in. It could be that you're trying to build a discipline of having quiet time in the morning. Well, you're probably going to have to get up early to do that. And that is probably going to hurt in the beginning. So determination means I'm going to do it. I got to figure it out. I'm going to push myself, and that is going to build the discipline. And once you build that discipline, these things become habit. And when you have habits that are aligned with your goals, that is when the magic happens. You are going to look up and be like, I don't know what I did, but look at this. Like, I didn't do anything special. But when you really go back, you're like, oh, I did X, Y, and Z. And in X, Y, and Z, there was A, B, and C that took me to get to each one of those steps. But you don't see it at first. So anyway, that's a whole different talk. But I just wanted to explain, like, stop thinking that you need to be motivated. If you want something, you're motivated. You don't necessarily even need to be inspired, because if you want it already, you were probably inspired by something to want that thing. What you need is the determination to build the discipline to develop the habit. So I hope that helped you today. I see there's a couple people on. If you had anything that you want to chat about, you can go on and drop it in the comments. I meant to ask y'all before I started what you thought those 3 meant, but like I said, that was a real example when I said that I've had probably less than 20 hours of sleep since like Thursday. So the fact that I am still functioning is amazing, in my opinion. But yeah, if you got anything, you can go on and drop it in the comments. If you don't, that's cool too. As you know, always you can, if you're not live, you can drop something in the comments. I'll always come back and check it out. But yeah, so I want to know, because we've been talking for a few weeks now. I think it's time for some change, time for some challenge. So what is it that you feel like you've been saying or feeling like you need to get motivated to do, that you now understand that you have the motivation? So what is it that you need to set your eyes on, like to put a bullseye on, and really get determined and focused and disciplined to hit, to work toward? I want to hear it. I want the goals. I want them now in the comments, so that we can support you, so that we can hold you accountable. And if you need some help getting there, if you're like, you know what, this is what I want, I have no idea what to do to get there, I am determined to figure it out, but I need to link arms with somebody to help figure it out, I'll link arms with you. I mean, unless your goal is to like figure out how to murder people, I don't think I can link arms with you on that. I might have to call the authorities on that one. But, a healthy goal, a productive goal, I'm always willing to link arms with somebody on a productive goal. All right, y'all. So unless you have anything or any general life questions, anything on your mind, your heart, anything you want to talk about, I'm going to give it a few seconds. And otherwise, we are going to, I say we, Brixton been asleep since I pulled out of the parking lot. I will go on and end for this week. right, y'all. I hope this was good for you. It was good to talk to you. It always fills me up during the middle of the week to get to spend a little time and chat with you. Thank you for listening to my ramblings as always, and I will see you next week.